Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you're watching me from, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Ninathesimplekenyangal. Today we are going to talk about deep stuff. So first things first, thank you so much for the new subscribers. Welcome. Yeah, please feel at home. You can comment. If you have any question, you can ask. If you have any suggestions, just be free to comment on the section. Use the comment section for for what's supposed to be done. Okay, and thank you so much and welcome. First things first, we are on the Young Mom edition. Today is on Saturday, and I'm so excited because we are going to cover some of the myths and tips for pregnancy. So, what are the most myths you've ever had? For instance, we have this myth that goes around about if you have too much heartburn, that means your baby is too hairy. If you're carrying too high, it's a girl. If you're carrying too low, it's a boy. Yeah, so let's get deep into it and see if they are myths and if they're not. Yeah, okay, so first things first, the heartburn. So we need to clarify this stuff, and I'm gonna share with you some of the maybe tips that can help you if you're experiencing lots of heartburn. I'll talk about mostly heartburn because it's something that actually happens. If it doesn't happen to you when you're in your first trimester or your second trimester, you'll definitely get it on your third trimester. And why does it happen? It happens because the baby is growing and your uterus is expanding, and what this does, it pushes all the organs everywhere, so making the acid reflux not work the way it's supposed to. So it's not anything to do with the baby's hair. Sorry to disappoint you. It's just everything to do with the acid reflux. And something that you can do about it is, if you drink water, like if you put your water in a bottle, you can add a teaspoon of vinegar and it can really help. Another thing is eating your meals before you lay down. You stay like an hour before you lay down. This actually helps because when you lay down it becomes worse. Yeah, so that's one. Two, they say when you're experiencing lots of nausea, you are expecting a girl. Sorry to disappoint you, babies. But it's not true. Every pregnancy is just different. You experience different challenges in it, and it's so okay. Because your body is changing, it's experiencing something new. It's like when you bring on board something new in your system, of course it has to react, it has to act the way it feels like, so that it can just get on with the day. Yeah, so that's another thing. You might have nausea full your whole 9 months, and you get a boy, and you might have no nausea at all in your full 9 months. Your pregnancy is totally okay, and you actually give birth to a girl. So yeah, the other one is all about how high or high low you're carrying. So it takes a while. The first pregnancy takes a while before it shows, like fully shows. Probably in the 7th month, that's when you fully see if it's high or low. Like, yeah, you can check that. But your second the second pregnancy shoots up super quick. Like the second month, the belly is already out. And it's different to everybody, because we have different bodies, so it's different to everyone. So your second one can shoot maybe later or faster. So if you're carrying high, they say you're carrying a girl, right? If you're carrying low, they say you're carrying a boy. But it's not scientifically proven that when you're carrying high, it's a girl and vice versa. No. So don't go with that myth. The old wives' tale. We should definitely do that challenge. I will try to do that challenge. The midwives' tale about gender prediction. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, about, yeah, if you're carrying a baby girl or a boy. And this is all about all the things they say. You put toothpaste, like you put toothpaste in your urine or something. We're gonna go there, but not now. So the other thing they say is the heartbeat of the baby can determine the gender. So this is 50-50. You might be right the first time and you might be wrong. So don't be so sure. You should be sure whatever you're carrying. When you see that genital in the ultrasound, that's the only assurance you can have. When you see it, not when you're told, because you can be told and then when you're getting in the labor and you're pushing, it's a boy, and you were told it's a girl. So yeah, so that's another thing. Heartbeats too. Scientists say they only appreciate a heartbeat that's normal, as long as this heartbeat is not overboard or under what's supposed to be. That's okay for them. It doesn't actually predict the gender, because what they aim for, any pediatrician, any doctor, what they aim for is a normal heartbeat, a normal healthy child. Yeah. The other thing is eating too much sweet is a boy, a girl, and eating too much soury foods is a boy. No, 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 no. It's not. It's just what your hormones guide you to do and what your hormones really want to feed in. So it's all about hormones. It's not about gender at all. Another thing they say, that hair dyes are you're not supposed to dye your hair when you're pregnant. This is so false. And most people say you're supposed to go to a doctor so that they can like approve and stuff. No, 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 girl. It's not going to your belly. You're applying it on your head and not in your stomach. So it's just gonna, they say the amount, by they I mean the OBGYs, the gynas, the doctors, the ones who are so specific in that area, say that the percentage of what's the bleach or the dye that goes in your skull, it's really small and cannot like affect the pregnancy in any way. The only problem is, where are you applying it from? If you are applying it in a very open area where the air is circulating so well, it cannot affect you, and I mean affecting you physically, because when you're in a very blocked area, you can have dizziness, you can be so tired, you can just want to throw up. But if you're in a very well circulated well air circulated area, it's not a big deal. So don't let those roots grow. Dye them out. Dye them out. Alcohol. So as we all know, doctors, midwives say no alcohol in your system. Even a sip is wrong. But basically what that means, or what that helps or prevents, is an alcohol syndrome, which affects the baby's physical well-being, and mental too. So you can check it out if you're really interested. But no, they don't. It's okay when you don't know you're pregnant and you already took that glass of wine. But when you know you're pregnant, it's not okay, because it's like you're doing a crime cautiously. You know, right? It affects their cognitive too. When they are growing, it's really hard for them to be like up to date with what they're supposed to be doing at a certain age. Yeah, I hope I've explained that better. It's easy to understand. Yeah, so yeah, that is it. Something else I really like to clarify is all about tips and quick tricks about whatever you're feeding in your body that might help or might actually be harmful to your child, that may affect how the baby comes out. That is, you can have stillbirth. How to, not like literally how to, but what are some of the things that you should avoid feeding. So for a start, if you're in your first trimester, a salad, raw, anything raw is a no-go zone. What this does is you might experience a bacterial infection, and this bacteria in your first trimester, it's a roller coaster. It's stressful. Sometimes it's really stressful. And can you imagine just having to be extra cautious of how your body is feeling, and then going to the doc and you're being told you have a bacterial infection that needs XYZ? That's the last thing you want to hear, right? So that is something you should definitely keep off. In a second trimester, salad is fine, as long as you're sure whatever you're putting into, especially mayonnaise with eggs. Mayonnaise with eggs is, they say no. Another thing, let's say salad, you want to put the tuna fish that is raw. They recommend, if you want to eat anything that's a fish, you should only have tuna fish, these fish that are less associated with magnesium, because they might actually, to an extent, you might have a miscarriage. Something else is sushi, because it has fish, raw fish. Another thing, this is like on all trimesters, raw, anything raw, please keep off. And anything cold, please keep off too. Maybe if it's just a craving, and it's okay to sort your cravings, come on, it's a once in a while kind of an experience, or once in a lifetime, depending on what you choose. So if you feel like drinking something cold, it's okay to put ice cubes and all that stuff, but not often, because what this does, you might get a very bad cold. And can you imagine the discomfort of having a big bump and then you're sick Yeah, so definitely check on that. Something else is yeah, just eat warm food, well cooked food, bacon too, well cooked. What else? Meat. Oh god, that meat should be well chimshwad, if you know what I mean. Boil that meat as much as you can and then sort it out, but don't just steam it. Barbecue too, make sure it's well cooked. You don't want an instance where you're getting your pregnancy is becoming hard, and you're having miscarriages and stillbirths. It's the most painful actually, but yeah. So definitely check that out. I hope this sensitive tips and myths have helped you. So don't get your hopes too high if you're experiencing some of the myths that we've talked about. And the best way to get answers when you're going to your antenatal clinics, go ask that midwife, go ask that doctor who is attending to you. I'm experiencing lots of heartburns, I'm drinking medication and nothing is happening, so does that mean my baby is gonna have lots of hair? Yeah, you might look stupid asking that question, but let me tell you, my friend, you are doing the right thing because you're asking it for you. Okay, so don't be ashamed. Yeah, I'm so happy you guys joined me today. I will see you guys on the next video. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. So please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next video. Stay tuned. And if you would like me to talk to do a quick tip on how to clean braids, they were very dirty on my last video, if you checked clearly. I will gladly do that, so just hit me up, tell me if you would like to see such a thing. Yeah, you know what to do. If you want a comment, make sure you go comment. You can even say I'm done subscribing, just that, and I'll give you a shout out. So bye bye.